Today is 22nd of November 2022 and I'm continuing my series Daily Reality with Alex. Today I would like to speak about a very important topic regarding ruling our own realities, and this is the topic of flattering. This is the topic when we are praised. This is the topic when we are overconfident about who we are and when we are excluding everything else. When we are flattered, we feel very well, we feel very good, we feel that we are somebody, but we constantly need to know exactly what we are, who we are, why we are here on this planet. We need to know that there is nothing more that we can be from what we already are. Of course, our primary insight, gut feeling is that we are limitless beings, but it's very important to understand that in the construct of reality, we cannot exist as independent entity, but we are 100% and totally and constantly connected with our outside environment. Since we cannot survive in this realm without our body, our body cannot be in this realm without its environment. I know that all of this is very obvious for us, but it is very important to understand and to realize where flattering begins, and when we pump up ourselves and we think that we are something much more than what we actually are. It's very important to understand why this flattering is happening, why we like it, why we love to go into delusion of understanding that we are much more than what we actually are. And then all this is causing a lot of problems for all of us. I was just flattered yesterday, and I'm giving you my personal example how I was in a sense manipulated and flattered from a person, and a long-term exchange was that if I give him, for example, $25,000, I'm going to be a world-renowned speaker, I'm going to be so famous because I'm so good, and so on and so on. And I was flattered and flattered and flattered so that my imagination could go more and more into how beautiful and wonderful and exclusive I am. The problem with the human beings and the problem with the construct of reality that there is 8 billion of us already here, 100% unique beings, 100% limitless beings, 100% having a limitless potential, and on the other edge, and when we speak more deeply into the reality experience, there are beings beyond us which are with more higher level of consciousness, which are the so-called fire beings, which are having much more power, consciousness, deepness, understanding about reality than what we in our limitation as human beings can experience here down in this realm of the earth. So how then we be so willing to be pumped up and to think that we are so much more than what we actually are? And where is the balance between going into 100% overconfidence and to go into delusions that we can do by our own might and power so much more, and the other opposite, that we are just nothing, that nothing depends from us, and that we are totally down and we're just here to barely move through life? Where is actually the big unique potential of the human being? According to me, the biggest potential and the biggest power and the biggest uniqueness of the human being is not that we are something, not that we are much more than anything else here on this realm. We are not much more than the grass, than the birds, than the other animals, because all of us have approximately the same systems, we are codependent and so on, then of course you can say, yes, but Alex, we are the ones with the minds. We are so strongly into innovation, we can do so wonderful things with our minds. Our mind is our big asset, and this is long-term what makes us to be distinguished from the other animals. Well, actually, it creates 100% the opposite problem for us, because through our minds, we are starting to think that we can live beyond nature, outside of the laws of the construct, and then we move forward into exploitation, into resistance of what is. And we are creating, of course, a lot of innovations, but with these innovations are coming so many troubles that we are then trying to solve, and then we move into more innovations to solve our troubles, and then we are constantly going into a circle where we are resisting the construct as it is, but long term we are moving forward into thinking that we are more than what we actually are. And according to me, we need to 100% stay in our base positioning that we are only because we are created to be border zone creatures, to be neither earthly, neither heavenly, to be neither spiritual, neither only physical material reality beings, but also to understand that we are codependent of our interaction with the construct, with the sources of life, with the gods that created everything to exist. And only if we are aligned, only if we are positioned right, only then there is something unique about the human being that is nowhere else in all other creatures. But we need to subdue ourselves and not to go into delusion and flattering that we are so much more, and that independently from the construct we can do something, because immediately we are put into the balancing forces that are going to resist long-term everything that is working and resisting the construct as it is. So only through harmony, only through synergy, only through alignment it is possible for us as human beings to explode into our potential of probability and to be able to express our authenticity that is inside of us. Why I'm telling you all this? Because actually every day we are constantly going out of balance, and our mind is very capable of going further into delusion through the flatterings that are all around us. And the problem with the flattering is that it is always giving you dependence upon something. You are going to be much more healthier if you do this and this with me. You are going to be much more enlightened if you are included into this and this with me. It always comes with dependency. The only way we can be without dependence from anything from the outside that is drawing us into flattering, that is drawing us into telling ourselves that we are something more than what we actually are. That is why it's very important to know exactly what we are, why we are, who we are, and what is our purpose and meaning here on this planet. If we only are able to go from this positioning forward, only then we can understand why everything is attacking us with a lot of flattering, or if flattering is not helping, then a lot of threats are going to come against us. But long term, once we know that we are positioned as border zone creatures, and we know what is our power, because actually we are maybe one of the creatures that are created that have no specific powers. The only thing that we have is the power of trust, the power of really going into belief, in faith, into something that is invisible, into something that is impossible. We are such naive beings that we are able to go into hope of things that are not possible to even happen, and still we stick to them, and still we move forward into things that have never been before. So actually our biggest weaknesses can become our biggest strength if we know how to be plugged in, how to be sourced, how to live into synergy and in authentic expression with the construct. Once we realize that we are not independent entity, that we are always 100% connected, our mind, our heart center, our gut center, and our reality together with the surrounding and with the body, this is who we are, this is what we are. We cannot say that our experiences, our awareness, or our processes that we are creating daily in our reality, they are something that is not part of us. Because actually, as we have individual body, also we have individual reality, also we have individual energy drives, but also we can experience all the flows, all the energy, all reality through the interconnectedness. So this is my message for today. Don't go into flattering that you are something more than what actually you are. Don't go into buying with your money things or experiences that are going to create in you the feeling that you are something more, because anyhow already you are everything that you ever wished to be. The only problem with me and with you is that we need to move forward into the awareness that actually there is nothing that I'm seeking for, there is nothing that I need more, because already I'm placed and I'm given and I am in positioning of having everything that I need. All the resources are available for me. The only thing I need to do as a limitless being experiencing this limitation is to interact and to express more of the limitless being that I am. So this is all for today. Don't go into flattering. Enjoy your reality. Enjoy who you are as you are, and don't try to chase this path of fulfillment that you need to be more than what you already are, that you need to be a future self, to be something more, to be improved, to be developed, to be transformed. No, all of these things are not necessary. The only thing that is necessary to understand the construct, to understand why we are, to understand what we are, to be harmonized, synergized, connected, and to enjoy life, and then everything comes into its place. So thank you for watching today, and know that all the resources, all sources of life are already within you. Bye bye for now, and have a wonderful reality.